So I think integration pipeline is a next important functionality which we have been asked for whenever we talk to a lot of people. So what is this functionality is all about? Let me give a quick overview before I jump into showing the demo of the integration pipeline, right? So whenever we talk about agents, right? Agent, like I explained at the starting, is an entity which is gonna perform set of actions based on the knowledge what it has or the understanding what it gets from the LLM or any other models, and also the tools which are available to it using which what it can perform, right? Now this agent can be used by a human through user interfaces like we just saw. You can have user interface, and using that user interface the agents can be consumed, or agent can also work autonomous, right? What does that mean? Any agent or set of agents can work together with each other, or depending on some events or some information they can also perform set of actions. Now, why integration pipeline is coming there as a separate entity is that we need a way for data to come from external systems, right? Say example, tool 1, tool 2, tool 3. You might have different tools in the environment. Example, let's take this is Jira, this is ServiceNow, right? This is, you can also have, say example, for a simplicity, Google Sheets. Now, whenever you see such kind of solutions or a platform, there are two options which generally people give. Either you sync this data into a data vault, right? Which is exactly a lot of you are doing, where you sync the data, then your agents can consume this data, right? So your agents can consume the data which is available in data vault and perform whatever it needs to perform. That is one way of doing it. Other way of doing it, other type of pipeline is you get the data from these systems before getting into the data vault. Directly can they go to agents, right? Directly can agents consume those data and perform the activity without syncing them to your data vault. That's the second type of way of doing. But this pipeline, this data flow needs to be managed continuously, right? So example, you might want continuously take the data and either load it to your data vault or give it to any of the agents to perform some activities. Doing this process is what is taken care by integration pipelines in QRaptor. Okay, so they are generally an entity which runs for a continuous time till you stop them. So they keep running. So they just, their job is to continuously take the data or load it into your data vault or give it to any existing agents to perform some activities. So that's what integration pipeline does. I'll quickly show a view of what is that integration pipeline I'm talking about. So now let's go to a view where we get the similar functionality. Okay, so what I'm going to show now is an integration pipeline, which you can see in the left hand side. So you can create multiple integration pipelines and run them here in this window. So what is an integration pipeline will look like? Create something like this. This is how it look like. So you have various data sources to choose from. And the moment you click on a data source, you get to select a configuration you can use any of the configuration. If it is only once one configuration will be allowed to use, but then you can select them. And once you select, you can tell what are the transformation you want to do on that particular data, whatever is coming, whether you want to modify some data within the file or some JSON mapping you want to do, you can perform them and decide what should be your destination. The destination can be either call an agent, load the file into the DMS, or insert the data into an existing table. So these two are the data vault, which you people would have seen already, the data vault, which contains both DMS and the data tables. So that is what is this right hand side thing. Call agent would allow you to call an existing agent which you have developed. So you can call a particular agent and map their variables, whichever you have transformed, those variables you can map and then submit them. Okay. Once you've done, you can run this pipeline. This pipeline will be running till the time you ask it to stop. So basically, this is the integration pipeline we are talking about. So we have already one integration pipeline created, which is for Jira. So what this does, takes the Jira tickets, whichever we will create in this board. So this is a Jira board I'll be creating the ticket on. So once I create a ticket in this Jira board, it will come to the system. Once it comes, it takes the whole data, whatever is coming in the Jira ticket, and places them into a body and then calls an agent. So that is what this particular integration pipeline will do. This is already running. And the agent which we are calling is this Jira app. So what does this agent do? So basically, it kind of takes the data, whatever comes from the JSON, extracts some of the columns like issue summary, issue description, issue key. Okay, these are the column it is extracting from the JSON, and then it will prompt the LLM and check whether the particular ticket, is it for creating something? Is it for creating an user? So that is what LLM is going to check and tell if the description is for create. Because this agent has capability only to do create, nothing else. So based on this classification, if it is a create, then it will create and then update the Jira ticket that it has done. If not, it will change the status to in progress and assign it to somebody else. That's all the agent's job is to do. So whenever a ticket comes, check whether the ticket is for create. If yes, do the action and update the ticket. If not, update the ticket status to in progress and assign it to other engineers. Okay. So now I'll keep the audit because this does not have any UI. We will try to see the execution in audit, right? So currently I have at 7 something got executed. Let me create a ticket. I'll say create user for so and so, and I'll copy paste this description and create. So once this ticket is created, let's see what happens. Yeah, you see immediately our agent got triggered, and then it also checked whatever I've done is for create, and then it has performed the action and update the ticket as well. So it just happened within seconds, but let's see what happened in the ticket. Yeah, so you can see that the ticket whichever I've created, it has already been closed because this ticket that agent was able to handle. So it has already completed the action and made the ticket as completed also. Now let me create some other ticket which the agent cannot handle. Update the profile to managed, right? So this particular action the agent cannot handle. So now let me see what it does. So I created, the agent should have got triggered now. Okay, it is done. It just did not come in audit. So you can see it has already updated as work in progress, because in this case, this was not, it was not able to handle this particular ticket. It will just change it to work in progress. So what I'm showing now is just one life cycle of an agent which can be triggered in autonomous way. The first one, what we showed is you can have a user interface which is created and your agents can be called from that particular user interface also.